Okay, so here we go. So can you give me your name and what are you doing, what you're working on right now?
Sure. So my name is Azeem Azhar, and I'm working in a lot with artificial intelligence right now. I work at a company called Shipstead, where I look at how we work with interesting technology companies and bring innovation into the business.
Okay, and what is your background? What did you study? How did you
Yeah.
get into that?
Well, I have a very different background for a tech person. So I studied philosophy, politics, and economics at Oxford University. But I've always been interested in computing and have been programming since I was from the age of 8 to the age of 23. I probably programmed quite regularly, although I haven't done much in the last 20 years.
Okay, perfect. So what are your plans? What comes next for you and in your company? What makes you excited about what you're doing right now?
Yeah. Well, I think it's a very exciting time in the world. People say it's the most exciting time. I think it's always the most exciting time. But what's driving so much of this is the advancements we're making in technology and technical systems and the implications of that advancement, which is how are businesses going to change, how will government need to change, how will societies change, how will towns change, how will families change. And there are lots of very hard and very interesting questions that have to be answered, both from how we build the technology, but also how the technology affects us. And so it's very important, I think, for people to be engaged and literate about these issues so they can participate in shaping the world they're going to live in.
So you think like technology is accessible to everyone, and why is it? Why is it important to get involved in that?
Well, I think technology is accessible to everybody because you have a phone, you'll have an Android device, or you'll have access to computing power at home or at school. And most of the interactions you will have, particularly with organizations like schools and governments and companies, will have some element of technology hidden in them. So you need to understand those systems. But the truth is you don't need to have technology to understand how technology works or to think in computational terms. Problem solving and figuring out how to do things is the meta skill, the higher level skill that you need. That actually is what sets out great technologists from average people. So something as simple as trying to work out how to pack your suitcase before you go on a trip is an algorithmic problem that is a class of problem that someone who studies computer science has to solve. So you can think computationally even without having a high-end PC.
Okay, perfect. And I also was thinking in the terms of empowerment, because if you are part of what's coming, then you can influence in which direction is it gonna go. So
yeah, you can. I think it is important that people give themselves a skill because the technology revolution is being written now. It hasn't been completed. So you really have two choices. You can either choose to spectate, watch, observe, and let it happen to you, or you can choose to be equipped with the skills, engaged with the discussion, and then you can affect the world that you're going to live in.
okay, thank you very much. That was very good.